Dear Internet, today we are going to learn some basic news-related vocabulary. And I'm going to give you some example sentences, so take notes. Ready? Let's begin. This is from shokyu to jokyu. Ready? The first word, of course, is criminal. Criminal. A criminal is a person who commits a crime. What's a crime? Well, a crime is something that is against the law, or hanzai. So a criminal is hanzaisha, and a crime is hanzai. To commit is the verb we always use with crime. There are many kinds of crimes, and the verb is to commit. He committed a crime. For example, he committed murder. Murder is satsujin or satsujin jiken. He committed murder. A murder can be a noun, meishi, or a verb, doshi. He committed murder, or he murdered someone. For example, he murdered his wife. She murdered her husband. Actually, this is the most common kind of murder. A person who murders is called a murderer. Murderer. Satsujin-sha. A murderer. When the police are looking for someone who committed a crime, we say they are looking for a suspect. A suspect. This is a noun. Yogisha. A suspect. The police are looking for a suspect. When they find a suspect, they taiho him. How do we say taiho? We say arrest. They arrested a suspect. The police arrested a suspect. If this person goes to trial or saiban and they think he did it, then we convict him. To convict someone is to say they are guilty or yuzai. After they arrest a suspect and convict a suspect, the next step is to sentence a suspect. Sentence is the same word as in bunsho, like an English sentence. But in this case it's to decide the punishment. To decide a punishment. Hanketsu o kudasu. That's sentence. He was sentenced. He was sentenced to 10 years. He was sentenced to life. Life is muki choeki. He was sentenced to life. He was sentenced to death. Shike. Very simple, right? He was sentenced to life. He was sentenced to death. He was sentenced to 1 year. One more. He was sentenced to probation. Where do I put probation? Right up here. How do we say probation? Probation is shikko yuyo. Probation. Some other words that you might need to talk about crimes is an easy word here, to fine somebody. The court, or the judge, saibancho, the judge found him guilty, yuzai, or found him not guilty. Now the word innocent means not guilty, but in the court case we don't use it. We use that in conversation. He was innocent. I think he's innocent. I think he didn't do it. Innocent is muzai. Sometimes the case is taken to a higher court and it is appealed. Appeal is when you're not happy with the first decision of the lower court and you go to a higher court. A higher court is called Jokyu Saibansho. That's a higher court. And the highest court is called the Supreme Court. And that's Saikosai, the Supreme Court. This is the kind of vocabulary you need to understand English newspapers and English news stories. And, of course, when you watch a movie, these words are often used. So they're very useful. That's your lesson for today. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Victor, the Action Teacher. If you're interested in more lessons, please check out my channel here, where I do live namahoso lessons and private videos for members only. Thanks for watching, and until next time, study hard!